What did I miss while I was in Paris? Oui, oui, baguette. The f*** did you call me? Baguette, baguette. Oh, good, because I thought you called me a fag. Hi people, and hello my Chili con Carnage crew, it's Chili here, the man who produces Iron From My Eyes, doing a 5-minute review on Sleep Token's newest album, Even in Arcadia. Now, there are two things that I hate about the music scene: those who are intolerant of other people's taste in music, and Nickelback fans. While I strongly doubt this band has what it takes to dethrone Nickelback of their status, the metal community is indeed a flurry of memes relating to this band and how they aren't really a metal band, just like Ghost. But if any metric can be measured by the chunk of content being presented, then I'd wager that Sleep Token are becoming more famous, or infamous, than Ghost, and this seems to be true as well as articles were dropping surrounding the band's monthly listeners doubling in size due to their new single, Emergence, and it was doing the rounds. I mean, damn, everyone was listening to it. And I can back this up, of course, by stating that they have indeed overtaken Ghost in monthly listeners, according to Spotify's numbers at least. As for this record that Sleep Token have made, I think it's safe to say I've always found them having a precarious penchant for blending genres. While, of course, it is refreshing to a younger audience, it is a bit of a mixed bag, at least in my eyes, but I'm an older person, I guess. I can't say I recalled their first half of this album in my initial playthrough, for example. Instead, the band lived up to their name as the mind-numbing trap beats and quiet sections mashed into an amalgamation of what I can only describe as the audio equivalent of pea and ham soup. Its viscosity akin to the bland colouring of what is presented as it left me counting sheep and nodding off. Note to self, don't listen to this band while doing data entry. But even though I found this music mundane in parts, I decided to push through it anyway, because surely there is something that I will find myself enjoying on here, and oh boy, did I. There are certainly some good songs on the album. Dangerous is one of these tunes that contains an undercurrent of thick and foreboding riffs that feels like a caged beast just trying to escape, and while it doesn't quite reach the dizzying highs of an impromptu breakdown, the build-up throughout is simply endearing. Emergence was another song that I thought was strong, and while I don't fully embrace this tune, I would say that it contains enough interesting moving parts to pique my curiosity. The other song that I wanted to point out was the opening and closing tracks, which are bold for being longer than 5 minutes in duration and are quite epic pieces with their build-up, and particularly the closing song, Infinite Bass, what a song title name, eh? One of the most confusing moments had to be the ballad Damocles, which in historical term is where the sword of Damocles comes from, which is about the precariously placed sword above the head of Damocles and alludes to the ever-present and imminent danger of people in power. While the song itself seems to be written in a self-perspective kind of way, it is a soft piece, even by Sleep Token standards, but it has this really weird over-the-top drum fill at the end of the piece that is just out of place and offers way too much. I don't get why this part exists. It doesn't fit the song, and if you wanted to write a heavy material, then at least back it up with some guitar parts or even vocals that suit this shift in dynamic. You did it earlier in this album, why not here? Now, of course, this album is certainly worthy of celebration, however, it does still contain blemishes, especially while songs like Past Self still exist in this album, which just feels like it was a rap delivered by Sam Elliott containing a generic trap beat on loop if he had iTunes GarageBand and way too much time on his hands. But this is more than exemplified in the song Caramel, which takes the same formula and only adds auto-tune to the fold while smearing such a delicious treat like caramel and reduces it to the levels of rum and raisin. It's a shame because the outro to this tune is about the heaviest thing that we have heard from the band, and of course we get blast beats and screaming, but hey, I'm not sitting through this crap to hear a minute of intrigue. Now, while Ghost has shifted their musical style on their latest album to focus on the past with an homage to the 80s era of music, done of course in the style of them, Sleep Token on the other hand are pushing forward and helping a new music scene, but I still feel conflicted about this band. I mean, it's slick pop rock delivered with a decent distortion pedal as played on some 8-string guitar, and it doesn't feel like that guitar gets the workout it deserves, so it feels like wasted potential. But then again, there are moments that shine through, and it's almost like seeing the sunlight break through the clouds, but hey, it's very short-lived in those parts. and it doesn't live up to the previous songs that I've heard the band make, especially compared to their last album. It's as if the band are tormented and torn amongst themselves as to which direction they want to go, and which vessel takes the lead, and of course, to top it all off, the album's runtime, which at nearly 1 hour in length, is a bit long in duration. It has potential, but I don't enjoy what is being presented here for a majority of it. The band are into something, and it's of course not going away anytime soon. So metalheads, shut up, sit down and just watch where it takes us, because you guys didn't like new metal when it came out years ago, but it was an important and innovative genre. And so is this. Overall, I'm going to give this album a score of 5 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite tracks being Emergence, Dangerous, and Infinite Bath. Sleep Token, I don't fully embrace your music, but I support your right to make it and play it. Perhaps the fans can lay off eating Mexican food long enough before attending your shows, so of course they don't have uninterrupted breakdowns during your music. Anyway, listen to this album for yourself and comment below with your favourite tracks. As always, you stay spicy out there. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to us, and stay notified for future music related content, because it keeps our manager happy at the end of the day. We are also on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and all those other social platforms if you want to check us out. As always, people, you have a great day and stay spicy.